We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go. It's Week 11. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
They go play action on first. Headed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Bills will take over possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Airing it out to start this drive. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And they bring him down. He managed to get a couple across the 35 to the 36. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Throw on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Juke the defender. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Back to throw. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Scores! Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills have a great 1st drive and get the game's 1st points. That one right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Returns looking good so far. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Escapes the pocket. Now we'll try one deep. That's complete inside the 35. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. They'll come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Travis to throw. He's trying another one deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
On second down, Robinson. And solid running there gets him forward to the 39-yard line. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 2nd quarter lead. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Has this at the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stops. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Travis looking to throw. Forced out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely throwing it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
He's got a man left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
First down again at the 27-yard line.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed. Got him the ball back.
At the 31-yard line.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Buys time, rolling right. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Working quickly here. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to... Often now than ever before in football, show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
2nd and 3 now. From the 36. Throwing deep for the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
3rd give to Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Now Travis. He connects downfield on 4. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Jets parlay the turnover into a lead. PAT up and good for Moody. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to give to Robinson. And this won't amount to much. Tackled after a small run to the 32. 2nd and 8. Has it downfield working the left. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he takes this inside the red zone to the 15 before going out. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he scores! It's a Buffalo touchdown! The Bills earn the chance to tie before halftime. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Bills tie this game at 21. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Travis. Hall there to haul it in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
They'll go right side with Hall. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All gets it again on second down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Travis setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back, nowhere to go but for a sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Oh, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender. And even more so, the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Well, good thing they reviewed it, because after further examination, the call on the field has changed. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Throwing with a blitz on the way. They left him wide open. It's complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Back now, pressure on its way. Got a man, Robinson has it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They've got first down from the 31. Pass play now. A massive shot towards the end zone. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills tie us up, 28-all. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
With the score,
We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Returning it from the 4. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
Well, we got ourselves quite a game today, a tie game coming into this third quarter. And what you're looking for is a little instant jolt of momentum coming out of the locker room. And that return might just be the spark that leads to that momentous fire.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Robinson on the inside give. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Staying with Robinson. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. Offense up to the line fast. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Man in motion out of the slot. Play action on 1st down. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
Okay, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
To the air, 3rd and long. He's on the move. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They go play action on 1st. Flushed out of the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Man in motion here. On the give, here's Robinson. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun on 3rd down. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. You
know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, then those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he's out of bounds up across the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Travis. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So 2nd down coming up. It is Cup, left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 10 now. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Starts his return from the... Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And this one goes out of bounds, but whether they recovered or not, it doesn't matter. Possession still changes with a turnover on downs. Now the give for Bijan. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Another carry for Robinson. Still finding room past the 45. 20, 15. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
And he takes this down close, up to the 3. Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got 2nd and goal. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. They don't go anywhere, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 3.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Only 1 yard there, back-to-back stops, and decision time now on 4th and goal.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Return starts at the 9. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Travis. And he goes down. The Bills got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that. That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Able to hit Hall, complete. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Travis to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bills regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Chased out to his right. Complete out to the right. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Has this at the 6. And he dives to end the return. Not sure I understand the thinking here. They're going to start very deep in their own half.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks them with a really long field ahead.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the counter, Hall. Cuts right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They go right back to Hall. And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
We reach the 2-minute warning from Orlando. Jets trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. Travis looking to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Travis. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said, some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
He cuts it to the right sideline. And they take this in for the score. The Bills put up even more points in a win. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one right down the middle. And the Bills make it a 24-point ball game. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. Jukes one defender. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Orlando.